Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is chaos magic and the mind. With chaos magic, everything is permitted and everything is true. That is their mantra, and I want to give cons and pros as well as offer a tip for the family. Now, with chaos magic, of course, you have books by Peter J. Carroll with Psychonaut, Phil Hines books, but there's another book I want to throw in the ring, and that is Pop Magic by Alex Kazemi. And there's a particular article that I like that's written by Grant Morrison, the comic writer who I have talked about on a few occasions. And he said the key to succeeding is tell yourself that you're a magician and practice magic every day. Also, fake it until you make it. You have to create something in your mind, and then it will eventually come to fruition. This is something I wholeheartedly agree with. I will take it one step further with Alan Moore, another comic writer, who is his rival. And I'm saying this about him to dismiss some things with older occultists who started practicing magic at a later age. Alan Moore said in the interview, instead of having a midlife crisis at the age of 40, I decided to unveil to everyone that I am a magician. And they said the only thing with that is when you say that you are a magician constantly without exactly understanding what that entails, that is exactly what you are. So I like when people are older and they practice magic as opposed to younger. Here's why. Because when you're older, you're more humble if you're smart. The other thing is you have more of a sense of urgency. That is the pro. Here's the cons with the mind. You have to be careful when you're dealing with topomancy. Now, this is the creation of a energy field or being that has all the attributes that you may lack. I have an example of that from the episode The Dummy about a ventriloquist, 1962 in the month of May. And this was a magician from a nightclub named Jerry. And he was just really having a nervous breakdown. He was anxious because he kept telling his manager that his ventriloquist dummy was alive. And he said, okay, we're just going to get you mental help and do this and do that. And the dummy was alive. Now, when he, towards the end of it, because I'm not going to play spoiler, but he asked the dummy, how are you alive? How can you possibly be alive? And the dummy looked at him because the dummy was malevolent now. And he said, you don't know? You put your speech in my body. You taught me how to talk. You gave me my personality, because the dummy was rude, brash, but confident. And he said, you made me alive. And the ventriloquist just sunk to his knees, because anytime, even if you're not a magician, when you put so much energy into a song or into a book or that, it eventually will take on a life of its own. So that's why you have to be careful when you create an egregore, a tulpa, or anything. It must have a purpose, or it can run amok. Because when something is alive, it wants to be sovereign and independent. Now, here's the chaos magic tip. If you like cartoons or manga, this is what you can do. Let's say you create a sigil and you want this to come true and go off to the spirits of the gods. You can channel the energy of Flash, the Scarlet Speedster, or Sonic the Hedgehog. Because remember, with the Justice League, who is Superman? Zeus. Wonder Woman is Athena. Batman is Hades. And you know it, the Flash is Hermes. So all you got to do is create a sigil and get it off to the gods. And it will happen. So these t-shirts sometimes that people wear like Marvel and DC, they're taking on an energy, an attribute, like Captain America or Superman, nobility. Or let's say you're a martial fighter. Get you some posters or a t-shirt, or even look at and try and capture the qualities of Goku and Vegeta. If you watch the Cell Saga or even Majin Buu, you saw that Vegeta and Goku never cheated. So if you're a martial fighter, that's excellent because you want to visualize, which isn't hard to do because the images are all around you in anime or in cartoons. Or with Avatar, the Airbender. What is the element of air equated to? Lucifer. That's why I wear the Avatar hat. So everything is permitted, and what you wish to be true eventually will become just that. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.